if you want to start a business or a creative project, a lot of times, like, I think there's this fear that comes up where you feel like you have to strategize the whole thing and create the whole business plan and, like, establish things very strategically, when really all you have to do is go test it. And, like, when you allow it to be, like, an experimental project by nature, like, okay, I have this idea, who am I going to go talk to, let me see how it lands, how do I build up some, like, initial momentum before I invest my whole life savings, my whole life purpose, like, all my career rides on this one idea. It allows you to kind of have fun with it, and it allows you to be responsive to, like, the engagement you actually get. So instead of being like, okay, this is how it's gonna be, you as a founder, you as a creative, you don't really know necessarily exactly what it needs to be yet because you haven't put it in front of real people. And I think people kind of get caught up with that initial start, when really you can just do things and try things, and you don't have to be 1,000% committed to the project to get that first moment of, like, momentum and data that gets you moving forward. And once you iterate off of that feedback and you, like, okay, I got some real world response, then you could be like, okay, I learned some things. How do I strategize? How do I move forward? How do I put more money and time into this to make it grow? And I think, like, when I was first starting out, like, because I had fear of exposure and fear of rejection, I would, like, try to create a really established thing that was perfect and 100% ready to go and ready for market. When really, like, the lawn guy is loud. The part that got me forward was, like, having it be scrappy and getting the data fast so that I could iterate off of the scrappy information I was collecting to then build the product, because you just don't really know yet what the world needs. You can have an idea, but you don't know exactly what is needed. And you can just do things. Like, you can just do it. Just, like, reach out and try.